Our next topic is about arrays and array functions. In PHP, we have three types of array: indexed arrays, associative arrays, and multidimensional arrays. So now let us understand one by one what is the syntax of these arrays and how do they work. The first one we have is the indexed array. Now here I have a PHP page. I've written the HTML code, and inside the body of the HTML, we have a PHP script. So now to first one, to create the index array, the syntax goes as, we know that in PHP a variable is declared with a dollar sign. So I'll say dollar and data is equal to array followed by brackets. So now here dollar data is a variable of type array. The keyword array, we have to write the variable name is equal to followed by the keyword array and brackets. So this indicates that dollar data is a variable of type array. Now we can store our values inside this array, that is inside the variable dollar data. So let us give the values here. We are supposed to give the values within the brackets. So I will say this is my first value, Narendra. Since it is a string, we have to give it in double quotes. Give a comma, give the second value, comma, and then the third value. Now, since this is not a string, but it is a integer or a numeric value, no double quotes are specified. So this is the way of declaring an indexed array. Now an array in PHP can hold more than one type of values inside a single variable. So as you can see here, it is holding dollar data is a variable array which is holding three types of values. Now let us echo this statement and check the output. So we say echo dollar data. Now in PHP, the array indexes also start from 0. So the index of Narendra is 0, of Modi is 1, and of 77 is 2. So if I say echo dollar data is a variable which is holding the array values, then in square brackets I specify the index value and terminate it with semicolon. So at index 0 in the variable dollar data, we have the value Narendra. So this value has to be displayed on a screen. So let us save this. Let us go to the local host. So here you can see the value Narendra is getting displayed. Let us try to write index 2. So at index 2 we have the value 77. Yes, we are getting the value. Now this is one way of creating indexed array. So this method is called as creating an index array automatically. That is, the index values here are automatically taken. Now we have one more method of creating the indexed array, that is creating it manually. So for that we say dollar data, and here you give the index value followed by the values. So here I have specified the index values here manually, whereas here the index value was automatically taken. So now at index 0, I'm saying I want to have the value Narendra. At index 1, I want to have the value Modi. And at index 2, I want to have the value 77. So now let us try echoing it. Let us comment this, refresh this. So we are getting the value. So this is the second way of creating indexed array. Now we have the second type, that is associative array. Let us see how to create this. Now what are associative arrays? Now we have seen how to create an indexed array. In indexed array means we are trying to access these values that are present in the array with the help of index. So in associative arrays, we will be accessing these values with the help of names. We will not be accessing them with the help of indexes. So now here, each of this value that is present in the array can be given a name. So to give the name, we have to just change. Here we have to specify in double quotes what name we want to give. So we'll assume that Narendra is the first name. So inside a double quotes we write first. Now after this double quote, the first double quote ends, you write equal to followed by the right angular bracket. So it means that the value Narendra is given the name first. Now we have just given this name first to the first value, that is Narendra. Now assume this Modi is the last name of the person. So we will say last. This value last has to be specified in double quotes, then arrow and sorry, equal to and arrow. Then our third value will also be given a name. Say it is the age. So as you can see here, each of the values of a array is been given a name, and they can be accessed with the help of these names, and now cannot be accessed with the help of indexes. Also see the syntax. The last value in the array does not have comma. Only the previous values have comma. So last value will not be having a comma. Now let us try to access this. We say echo. The array name is $data. Now let me write the index value. Since this is an associative array, if you try to access it with the help of an index, it should be giving us an error. Refresh this. Yes. So we are having an error undefined offset at line 7. So here the array is not able to understand where is this index 0. Since this is an associative array, indexes will not work here. So instead of giving the index, we will specify the name that we have given, the name given to these values. So if I want to access the first value, I will give the name that is associated with this value. The name associated with this value is first. So you specify it in double quotes and terminate it with a semicolon. Save this. Let us refresh. So we are now able to fetch the value. Now we have one more way to create associative array. Instead of writing $data is equal to array and then giving the name and value pairs, what we will do is we will write the array name, then in double quotes give the name, close the square bracket, say equal to, give the value that has to be associated with this first name and separate it with a semicolon. So now if you see, each of these values are written separately and each of them are terminated by semicolon. Now let us try to display, say echo, we will say dollar data, and we shall try displaying the age. Let us refresh this. So we are getting the age correctly. So this is the second way to display or to create an associative array and display it. Now you can also make use of another function, that is print r. So this function displays the output in a human readable form, that is makes it presentable. So we'll say print r. In this function we have to just give the name of the array that is to be displayed. So now here you can see on the screen the name and the value pairs are getting displayed. The This is our Narendra Modi and 77 are our values, whereas first, last, and age are our names that have been specified. Now let us look at the third type of array, that is a multi-dimensional array. A multi-dimensional array is an array which consists array within an array. That is, it is like nesting of arrays. So to create a multi-dimensional array, the syntax followed is we give the variable name equal to the keyword array, open a bracket. Now inside this we have given the values as this was our original array. So now I will, instead of giving the first name for value, I will delete this and I will write an array here. Now inside this array I have to give the values. I have to pass the values that this array is going to consist. So I will just give numeric values 1, 2, 3. So if you look at it like this, so you can see that this is our main array, that is dollar data is our main array. Now inside that array the first value is again an array, the second value is Modi, and the third value is 77. So now if I want to access the second value, the index that follows is this first value has the index 0, this second value has the index 1, and this has the index 3. So now let us try to access the value that is present at index 2. Refresh this. So we are getting the value 77, correct. So this is at index 2. Now let us try to get this, that is present at index 1. Yes, we are getting it correctly. Now if I specify it as 0, so we have an error here. So now how do we access the values that are present inside this array? So for that, what we have to do is we have to give two indexes because it is a multi-dimensional array. The first index belongs to the first array. So we are trying to access the value that is at index 0 in the first array. So this is the index 0 in our first array. Now considering this as another array, inside that we again have the indexes 0, 1 and 2. So if I want to access the value 2, the index of this is going to be again 1. So I will specify 1. So this echo statement now displays the value 2 on the screen because we are trying to fetch this. Let me repeat it. This is a part of array called $data, that is a first array. So this has the index, this entire has the index 0, this has the index 1 and this has the index 2. Now when we try to access a value that is present at index 0, we see that this is also an array. So since it is an array, the index value again begins from 0, 1 and 2. So we have to specify two indexes. This first index is relevant to the first array and this second value is relevant to the array within an array, that is this part. So now let us see the output. Yes, we are getting the value 2. Now if I change this value to 0, I should be getting 1. Yes. So this is about the different types of array in PHP.